So you're wondering which city is the best to live in? Houston or Los Angeles? Yeah, I am too. So let's talk about that. What's going on, everyone? Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Jaden. I'm a realtor here in the Houston area, and I make videos weekly on the best places to live in Houston, the cost of living in Houston, basically everything Houston. So if that sounds like something you'd like to watch, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe right down there as well. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's dive straight into the video. Today I'm gonna put both Houston and LA in the ring to battle it out to see which city is really the best to live in. In the past, I put both Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio up against Houston. So if you guys wanna check those out, you can check them out right here. Just give it a little tap and you got it. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get straight into today's matchup. First off, we're going to go over the basics and compare the size and population of both these cities. Now let's talk about Houston first. Houston has 2,276,000,000 people, making it the fourth largest city in the entire nation. Since 2010, the population has increased around 20%, adding more than 1.23 million people. According to a study by WalletHub, the Houston area has two suburbs that are among the fastest growing cities in the nation. First off, Sugar Land came in at 16th place out of 30, as well as Pearland, which ranked 26th out of 30. Now let's speak a little bit about LA. Los Angeles has a population of around 3,949,000 people, making it the second most populated city in the nation. However, the number of Californians declined in 2020 for the first year since the early 1900s. But the state officials are blaming the pandemic. According to a new data released by the State Department of Finance, California's population declined by 182,000 people in 2020. So now that we know a little bit more about the growth of each of these cities, now let's dive in to see what it actually costs to live in both these cities and which one's more expensive. Let's take a look at Houston first. An easy way to figure out if a city is expensive to live in or not is simply by using the cost of living index. The cost of living index allows you to figure out what it costs to live in one place and compare it to another city. This reveals how far your money will really go in different areas. These scores are presented in relation to the national average of 100. If a city's index falls below 100, this means it's cheaper than the national average. Now if it's over 100, it's going to be more expensive than the national average. Now Houston ranks 96.5, so it's not too expensive, but it's not the cheapest. As of June 20th, 2021, the average annual pay for the average job category in Houston is just over $61,000 a year. Just to simplify it a little bit, that works out to be approximately $30 an hour. Houston has really bridged that gap when it comes to reasonable work wages and cheaper prices on essential items. But when it comes to housing and renting costs, Houston has seen a huge increase in prices just over a span of a year. From March of 2020 to March of 2021, Houston home prices have increased a total of 16%. From the average median home value being at $250,000, now it's upwards of $290,000. Currently in Houston, we're low on inventory too, just having over 1.4 months of total inventory left on the market. Experts say 6 months of inventory is a balanced market. In Houston, we're sitting at 1.4. So now we're gonna switch over to LA and see how much it really costs to live there. And honestly, Houston's gonna seem like an angel when looking at these outrageous LA prices. So now it's time to bring out that cost of living index again. LA has an index of just over 173. So yeah, compare that to the comfortable 96 we had in Houston, and you see what I mean. That's a 44% difference living in Houston rather than LA. As of June 21st, 2021, the average annual pay for the average job category in LA is just over $68,000 a year. That works out to approximately $32 an hour. Now, when I was doing research for this category, it was a little odd. I was finding salaries as high as $175,000 a year to as low as $21,000 a year. Now, if you remember, Houston's average annual salary was just over $61,000 a year. But when you add those major factors when living in LA, like higher gas prices, higher home values, you go out to get a Starbucks, $10 more. You'll need to be making way more money to maintain the same standard of living as you would living in Houston. I know that doesn't make sense, but let me explain. In May of 2021, the median list price of homes in LA was $950,000, with the price trending upwards of 10.6% year over year. Now that's just the median, right? That's when you take the high prices and the low prices and you merge them together. There's the median. But that's still a lot of money, right? When doing my research, the lowest priced homes that I could find that are in livable condition were sitting around $725,000. And these prices are up 35% compared to May of 2020. You would have to be making $91,932 in LA to maintain the same standard of living as you would be living in Houston on $66,000 a year. which honestly, that's pretty crazy to me. But then again, there's some teenage TikTok influencers out there, and out in LA, you guys will be balling it out. So if I'm talking to one of you right now, go live your life. Now, I really just want to dive into the housing situation again. Just bear with me, I have a point to make. So now we're going to take a look at what a $750,000 house looks like in LA and compare it to what $750,000 gets you in Houston. Let's first take a look at Los Angeles. You know, you got to save the best for last, right? Now, this beautiful LA home is 934 square feet. It has a total of 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, and it's centrally located in mid-city. The interior is just original. They have hardwood floors, you know, nothing too special. It's generic. It's just overall a basic house, right? Nothing too special. But it's listed for $750,000. That's literally like paying 750 grand for a closet. Why would you do that? Now let's take a look at what $750,000 gets you in Houston. Now, when you look at this house, I don't think I really need to compare the differences between these houses, but I'm going to anyway. This beautiful 3,900 square foot house has 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. And plus, it has a dope ass pool. Not to mention, it more than triples the lot size that you get in LA. So my point is, Houston has bigger homes, bigger lot sizes, all for a better price. Not to take away from LA's beautiful array of million-dollar homes, but those just aren't what the average person can buy. Houston has a bigger variety of homes that fall in that comfortable price range. The next thing we're going to compare about both these cities is their traffic issues. Now, everyone should know about the stigma of LA traffic, but honestly, Houston isn't any better. We have 5 major highways: I-10, I-45, 610, 59, 69, and the tollway. There are definitely a lot more in Houston, but those are just the major ways that people would take to commute to work. The average commute to work in LA is 3.9 times longer than Houston, meaning a trip to work the exact same distance in Houston will take you 27 minutes. However, in LA, that'll take you around 31 minutes. Not a terrible difference, and honestly, in my opinion, you probably won't even know the difference. So this last topic we're gonna go over is almost a given to LA, and that would be the weather of both these cities. I mean, we all know Houston's love for rain, right? I mean, it's literally raining as I'm recording this video. Being so close to the Gulf of Mexico, it's almost a given we're gonna get a little bit more precipitation. On average, we usually get around 53 days of total rainfall throughout the year. Now, LA, on the other hand, is only 15 miles away from the Pacific Ocean, but they only receive 15 days of rainfall throughout the year. However, in Houston, with rain comes your hair's worst nightmare. That's right, the humidity. Houston receives a gold medal for how humid it is during June, July, and even August. The average temperature in Houston during July is around 93 degrees, and the average temperature in July in LA is only 83 degrees. So I mean, LA wins this round easily already. But I haven't even talked about Houston's biggest issue. Yep, you guessed it, those damn hurricanes. Now, Houston itself has been hit by multiple different hurricanes and tropical storms. But after Hurricane Harvey, which costed the city billions of dollars, they've been rushing ever since to find a solution. In which, my opinion, they should have found one sooner, but you know, it's water under the road, right? So that's actually gonna wrap up today's matchup. Who do you guys think won? Like my past videos, I'm gonna leave the decision of the winner up to you guys in the comment section. So pause this video, go down to the comment section, type away who do you think won, and then come back to the video, because I have a surprise coming for you guys, alright? By surprise, I mean free money, so go comment. If you haven't seen my past videos on placing Houston up against other Texas giants, like Austin and Dallas, you can go check them out right here. Okay, I know you guys want the free money now, that's why you're still watching, I got you. So I'm partnering with Public, which is an all-in-one networking and investing platform. They basically let you talk to other investors which are investing in the same companies as you. So you guys can pick and choose ideas, you guys can share some information, basically get that Wall Street bets type of vibe going on there. So if you click the link down below, Public's gonna be giving you a free stock up to $70. Now, with other investing platforms like Robinhood, you have to put a minimum of $100 down in order to get that free stock. But with Public, there's no minimum deposit fee, so you get that free stock almost instantly. So place $10 in and start making some money today. So I really hope this video helped you decide which city is really the best to live in, Houston or LA. If you have any questions about what it's like living in Houston, or you just want to pick my brain, you can give me a call, text, email, Instagram message, Facebook message, shit, Snapchat me. I mean, just give me a shout, I got you. So thank you guys for staying to the end. As always, stay safe, keep grinding. I'll catch you guys in the next video.